All right, no problem. So, one of the things I've noticed in my life, I've always noticed the cycles, and I've noticed a negative financial cycle. Sometimes it's great, but at other times it's very bad, and it comes at times like crisis. What I'm wondering is, are those tied to maybe any past life contracts? And also, do my guides have any advice on how to navigate and come out of those cycles?
Okay. So for Vernell, these negative financial cycles, is this a karmic repeating pattern that she's experiencing? Yeah, it is. And so it keeps coming up because it needs to be processed, right? And that was something that, excuse me, just a sec. That was something that your soul wanted to process in this lifetime. So that's why it keeps coming up. It's your opportunity to get the message and to make different choices to get out of that, to process it. So what can you show us about this karmic pattern that will help her to move out of it? I'm seeing you as a shop girl. You're wearing a kerchief, you've got a dress on that, and you're barefoot and you're pushing this wooden cart. And so you're happy. But from outward appearances, it looks like your life is kind of a struggle. And yet you're happy. You're finding a way to make this work for you and not let life get you down, even though it's a challenge. And so there you are, you're out. And now you've got flowers in your cart and you're delivering flowers to the rich people in town. And they barely notice you. It's like, you know, they're happy you're there to bring that service, but it's like they're very dismissive of you. It's almost like you're invisible. You know, they see you for that moment, they get the delivery, and then they move on. So there's something about being seen there that's coming up. And this is feeling like it's maybe another past life that's connected to it. So give me just a moment to see what that is. There's a thread here for now. Yeah. Now I'm seeing you as a tribal woman, and you are pulling that thread, but it's a rope, and you're pulling it hand over hand, and you're pulling water. There's a bucket of water that you're pulling that's attached to this rope. So again, I'm seeing you with a smile on your face. So it's despite all the stuff that's around you that's not so pleasant. So what is that about? It feels like it's an avoidance of dealing with certain realities that are just not comfortable, that you'd rather just pretend don't exist, and pushing them away, but they have to be dealt with, and they're going to keep coming back until you deal with them. Does that make any sense?
Um, on a certain level, it does. Um, there's my profession doesn't absolutely fall in line with what I'd rather be doing, which is I'd rather be on a bunch of land, growing a garden, and just doing what makes me happy. So at the same time, it's just that, there's life and we have bills to pay, so I do have to work. So it's kind of, that kind of makes sense right there.
Yes. So you're pushing aside your dreams and aspirations just because you've got to deal with daily life. Yeah, and that's a pattern that you've done before. So the wonderful news is, now that you've realized this, it's time to step forward and look for ways that you can make your dream happen, even though in the moment you don't see how that can be. This is a call for you to step out of the box, look for out of the box solutions, something that you might have never thought of before, and know that your guides are going to be bringing inspiration for you. So baby steps towards your goal. Yeah, you take care of the responsibilities and you pay the bills and you do what you got to do, but don't let go of that dream. Otherwise, you're going to come into the next lifetime still needing to resolve this. So you want to get this taken care of now. And I'm seeing you moving through the reeds and getting through the blockages and the obstacles. You have a purpose and a passion. Keep moving towards that. Don't let anything take you off that path. Always keep moving towards it. Even though it might feel very incremental and very slow, it's there for you. So you want to keep moving towards it. And you create it. brick by brick by brick. You're building that new foundation for yourself. So it's there for you to create. You can absolutely do it, but only if you believe in yourself. Believe in yourself that what you have to say and do and bring to the party is really important and it's needed. And now I'm feeling community coming in. So it's, Vernell, you don't have to do this by yourself.
Yeah.
Bring in help to do it so that you can get your dream moving along faster. That's feeling like part of the missing ingredient for you, that you've been struggling and trying to do it yourself for too long. And when you bring in others to help you create that dream, because guess what? There's others out there who want to do something similar. So if you come together, do it as a group, you can all get there faster. So it's that old adage about, you know, we all do better when we lift each other up. So coming together and doing it. Does that help?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%. You actually just confirmed a lot of things that I actually have heard from my guides myself. And it's sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect because I get sucked back into work and corporate life and then I forget about it. So I keep getting sucked back in. But now, you know, I know just to stay focused and stay the course and do it little by little.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Daily life can do that. It can suck you in and totally distract you. So commit to yourself 15 minutes a day to connect with your guides, and they will bring you more of those insights. And as you do that, you're going to be building that muscle of connecting with them easier and more fluid so that you can do it just on the spot. You don't have to actually stop and take the time to connect. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of having to do this whole formal thing that we kind of think of it needs to be, no, it doesn't. It can just be a relaxed 15 minutes where you just kind of, hey gang, I'm here, let's hang out. What do you want to tell me? And then as you do that and you get more comfortable with it, you won't even have to do that. You can just be driving down the road having a conversation with them.
All right.
It can evolve to that, but it's you relaxing, allowing, believing that they are actually reaching out and talking to you. And when you hear that little voice and you think, oh, that's just ego, and you dismiss it, very often it's not ego. If it's uplifting and it's encouraging, it's probably your guides.
All right. Oh man, thanks, Deborah.
So for a lot of people who want to have that connection, they think that it's something big and mystical, and often it's just that little voice that pops up and whispers something in your ear that's uplifting. And it's like, oh, thanks. And so go act on whatever it was they shared with you.
All right.
Because you're getting that all the time, but you're not recognizing it.
Yeah, I do. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So I just want to tell you guys, this spot that's growing by my head, this is the sun that's coming through my background. So I forgot to put something up there to block it, but it's kind of funny because it's almost like we have this energetic orb hanging out with us. So we're just going to go with it.